Today we're testing the SunJoe. It's the 40 volt 16-inch cordless chainsaw model iON16CS. To start the saw, one has to take the 40 volt battery and insert it and lock it with a small bump into the saw. There were several things I found with this saw. First of all, I really like the chain brake mechanism. As you can see, as I run the saw, if I hit the chain brake, the chain will actually stop. This is a wonderful safety feature of this saw. Like most chainsaws, there is an oil fill right here to lubricate the bar and chain mechanism here. Other features include a safety button here, which has to be depressed before you pull the trigger. It won't work without depressing that. It will work. So let's talk about some of the other features here. We have some what are called bucking teeth. I really like these. These are metal bucking teeth. I've seen other saws with plastic ones and they just don't bite into the wood as they should. Other nice features is there is a self-tensioning of the bar and chain with these two levers here, and that eliminates the use of tools, which is terrific. Some of the concerns I have about the saw is that it would not cut completely through a log without stopping. Let me demonstrate that for you. Now you can see that the saw did actually stop. If I remove the saw and I engage the safety mechanism and the throttle, I can continue to operate the saw. But here again, the saw stops. So it could be that the battery is too warm. It does feel warm to the touch, and the saws are built in with thermal overload so it doesn't damage the battery of the saw. This is a powerful chainsaw, but it has some limitations. As you saw from the video, it would only cut about 3/4 of the way through this log without either overheating the battery, or there could be some potential flaw with the saw itself. This is the second saw that I've tried. It's an identical saw sent from SunJoe, and it's experiencing the same stopping problems when I get about 3/4 of the way through the length or the width of this log. It should be able to cut the length of the bar less the tip, and I'm not finding that it'll even go through a section where the cut is only to this area here. Overall, I think that the saw is a nice saw. It does a nice cutting job initially to about maybe 1/2 to 3/4, but then it actually stops. Other than that, it's a well-balanced saw. You can see, so I'm holding my finger here on the actual bar, or the handle rather, that it's a well-balanced saw. The weight isn't too much. It's easy to move around and articulate. So if I had to give this saw a rating, I'd probably give it a rating of about 2 to 3, just because of the fact that the battery or something is happening with the saw. Not quite sure what. Could be the battery, could be the motor, but it's not performing the way it needs to perform. So that's about it. So signing off with the Gardening Products Review.